get started anyway, guys. We're going to start in a nice little standing position today at the top of our mat. So take a nice big roll out through the shoulders. Big deep breath in and out. Beautiful. One more. Big deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Bring the hand down to heart center. Maybe take another little roll through the shoulders. Maybe closing down the eyes and just sensing where you're at this morning as you come onto your mat. Taking a little rock forward and back. Beautiful. Sensing how your feet are feeling. Beautiful. One more inhale. Big deep breath in. And this time we're going to fold all the way forward. Beautiful. Letting the body dangle forward. Maybe taking a little sway side to side. Beautiful. Then exhale, release the hands down to the mat and then rolling all the way up to stand, one vertebrae at a time, nice and slowly. Beautiful, rolling on out. One more, inhale, big deep breath in and exhale to fold. Beautiful. Take a little ragdoll here again, so swaying side to side if that feels good. And then releasing the hands, rolling all the way up to stand again. Last one here. Inhale, lifting on up. And then exhale, rolling all the way back down again. Bringing the hands on down to the mat, stepping the legs back, coming to all fours here. We're going to take a little round of cat-cow, so starting to move through the body. Inhale, looking up, and then exhale to round through. Inhale to lift up, and then exhale to round through. Let's take one or two more here. Inhale, and exhale. Beautiful, last one. And rounding through, coming back to center, and then from here, looking around to the side, and then to the other side, taking a stretch through the side of your body here. One more. And tucking the toes under, walking the hands back. We're going to take a stretch through the soles of our feet. So this week's class is all about building a little bit of confidence, as last week's was. So building some self-confidence, really opening out and really being alert and awake. And so we're going to open out through the soles of our feet. Speaking of all that openness and that kind of thing, taking another breath or two here. If you need to, you can keep hands on the floor or the shins. If you can sit all the way back, that's great. If not, that's great too. Coming on forward, untuck the toes, give the feet a little pat onto the floor. So give them a little massage out. From here, we're going to tuck the toes under again, pushing all the way back up to a down dog. So our first down dog of the class. We're going to take a pedal out through the feet here. That's it. Pedal, pedal, pedal. So slowly alternating here. Tilt those hips up nice and high. Beautiful. Take another couple here. So keep those shoulders down away from the ears, really pushing all the knuckles into the floor. One more breath here. Beautiful, lifting the hips on up, lifting the heels off the floor, and we're going to walk our feet forward to meet the hands. Beautiful, taking a halfway lift here, nice flat back. So pretend you're coming into a tabletop, releasing down to the mat. Inhale to lift on up, hands to heart center. Take another couple of breaths here. Beautiful, really settling in. So inhale, lifting on up, and exhale to fold. Inhale, we take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back on the right leg. From here, the right knee drops down to the mat. Inhale to lift. And then exhale, twisting towards that front leg. Lift the front arm up. And then exhale, windmill it all the way around to the mat, stepping it back, high to low plank here. High to low. That's it. Inhale, up to cobra. Exhale to lower. So body is on the floor here. One more. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to lower. Bring our hands out to the outside of our mat this time. And then inhale, lifting on up. Dropping one shoulder down. And then inhale to lift. Dropping the other shoulder down. Inhale to lift. And lower down to the mat. Beautiful. Plant the hands onto the mat again. Bring them to the ribs. Tuck the toes under, pushing all the way back up. Keep the body in a plank position. Up to down dog. Take another breath or two here. That's it. Pedaling out through the feet. That's it. Coming back to center. And then inhale, lifting up through our right leg. That's it. Exhale, bring knee to nose, step it through towards the thumb. Inhale, lifting on up, crescent lunge. That's it. Take another twist towards that front leg. Beautiful. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse, windmill it down to the mat, stepping forward, taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift and exhale to fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back on the left leg this time. Dropping that left knee down. Inhale to lift. That's it. Exhale, twisting towards that front leg. Flip and reverse. Windmill it round to the mat, stepping it back. High to low plank. We lower all the way down to the mat. That's it. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to lower. Bring those hands out to the outside of your mat. Inhale, lifting on up. Dropping the right shoulder down, little twist. Inhale to lift. Drop the left shoulder down. Inhale to lift, releasing down to the mat. Bring the hands back in by your ribs and we push back up to down dog. That's it. Nice work. Take another couple of breaths here. That's it. Little pedal out through the feet. That's it. Coming back to center and then inhale, lifting up through our left leg. That's it. Exhale, bring knee to nose, hover and step it through towards the thumb. Inhale to lift, crescent lunge. That's it. Nice work. Twisting towards that front leg. Keep your core on. Stay nice and stable. Flip that front palm, reverse, and then windmill all the way around to the mat, stepping forward, taking a halfway lift and fold. That's it. Inhale, lifting all the way up and hands to heart center. Taking a little moment here. That's it. Inhale, lifting on up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back on the right leg. So same little pattern here. Dropping that right knee down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to twist. Let's lift on up. And windmill it down. Beautiful. Stepping on back. High to low plank. You've got an option from your knees or come from your toes. Whichever feels better for you this morning. Exhale to lower, low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Take your pick. Core is on here. Exhale, back through to down dog. Take another couple of breaths here. That's it. Nice work. One more breath. Inhale, lifting up our right leg here. Beautiful. Bring knee to nose. Step it through. That's it. Inhale, lifting on up. Nice work. Exhale, twisting towards that front leg. Keep your balance here. Core is on. Inhale, lift that front arm up. Reverse, little back bend. Exhale, folding forward. Step it through. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift. Hands to heart center. That's it. Inhale, lifting on up. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift. And and fold. Plant the hands, stepping back on the left leg this time. Beautiful. Drop that left knee down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, twisting towards that front leg. We flip and reverse. Exhale, windmill all the way around to the mat, stepping it back, high to low plank. Use your toes or knees if you need. Roll it forward, high to low. Control. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back through to down dog. Take another couple of breaths here. That's it, nice work. Inhale, lifting on up, left leg. Exhale, bring knee to nose, step it through. Inhale, lifting on up, crescent lunge. That's it, we twist towards the front leg. Flip reverse. Windmill to the mat. That's it, stepping forward, taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift. Hands to heart center. Taking another couple of breaths here. We're going to pause here for a moment just to let your body settle for a moment and just check in with your body and see how it's all feeling. Beautiful. Are you feeling balanced here? Is there something you can do to help yourself feel a bit more balanced? Inhale, let's lift on up, and then exhale to fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back, right leg. From here, we're going to take a little twist here. Keep that back knee lifted. Twist. You've got an option here. You can step back to a side plank, or you can just go back to your normal high plank if that's feeling better for you. So, side plank, hover for a moment if you like, lift that top leg, challenge your body, release it to a high plank. Both hands on the floor, facing towards the ground, high to low plank. Inhale and exhale, lifting on up. That's it, take another breath or two here. Inhale, lift our right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring knee to nose. Step it on through. That's it. Inhale, lifting on up. Drop our back heel down towards the floor, warrior one. Keep the hips facing forward. We're going to cross our right arm under our left. You have an option. Give yourself a hug, or you can aim for your eagle arms if that's accessible for you. So palms facing. Beautiful. Take another breath or two here. Beautiful. From here, we're going to open out to our warrior two. Keep that little bind of the arms here. Settling in. So the hips are going to open to the side. Settling in. From here, inhale, lifting on up. Pivot towards the side of the room. Take a wide-legged forward fold. Release that bind, bringing the hands to your ankles. Beautiful. Take a little moment here. Beautiful. Keep the shoulders down, away from the ears. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Hands might come to the floor. And then from here, we're going to bend our back leg. So the leg that's at the back of your mat, or what was the back of your mat, is going to bend. Straighten through the front leg. Bring those front toes up towards the sky. Open out into a little ninja lunge. You have an option here. If you've got the space, bringing your right arm, or left arm, sorry, bring your left arm around that knee. If you're all the way down, this is going to be a little bit easier. So right arm hooks, left arm hooks around. Right arm hooks around your back, reaches for that bind, if that's accessible for you. Take another breath or two here. Now, we're going to push into that back leg. So use the strength in that back leg. Straighten through the front leg. Open out into a side angle. So a little bit of a tricky transition here. Takes a little bit of hip strength and stability. Take one more breath here. Beautiful. Inhale, rise. We flip reverse. Reverse warrior two. Windmill all the way around to the mat and stepping it forward. Taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift, hands to heart center. We take all of that on the other side. So inhale, lifting on up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift and fold. Beautiful, stepping it back, left leg. Beautiful, we take that twist, so lift the right arm up. Beautiful, option for our side plank or just step straight back to high plank. Beautiful, hold your high plank if you're there, you can be on your knees, or with me, lift that leg on up, release, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Shoulders back and down. Exhale, back through to down dog. Take another couple of breaths here. That's it. Stretching through the back of the body. Inhale, lifting up, left leg. Knee to nose, step it through. Keep the hips lifted as you step. Inhale, lifting on up. Drop that back heel down, keep the hips facing forward. Left arm under right here, give yourself a hug, or eagle arms. Beautiful, take another breath or two here. We open out to warrior two, so the bind stays the same. You're just switching the hips around to the side. Beautiful, keep the hands away from your face. And from here, we pivot on around and we fold into that wide-legged forward fold. Release as you fold, hands to ankles if that's accessible. Take another breath or two here. Beautiful. That's it. Inhale, coming up to that little halfway lift and fold. That's it. From here, bend through the back leg, straighten through the front leg. You've got an option to stay here. If you feel it's accessible, you can come down a little bit further. And then if you wanted to go there, you can start to aim for your bind. So bring your right arm around and left arm hooks around behind you. Take another breath or two here. You may fall out. If you fall out, use your hands for a bit of support. And then when you're ready, slowly releasing, pushing into that back leg. Swing it forward, open the chest to the side, side angle, extended variation. Take another breath or two here. So your option is to have the elbow on the front knee for a little bit of support, if that helps. Take another breath or two here. Inhale, let's rise, flip reverse. And then exhale, windmill all the way around to your mat. Lift that back heel and step it on forward. Taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift, hands to heart center. Take another breath or two here. Inhale, lifting on up. Exhale to fold. We've got one more round here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back on the right leg. Beautiful. Right hand plants down. And step it back, side plank if you're going there. Beautiful. Lifting on up. Release, high to low plank. Inhale. And exhale. That's it. Down dog. Nice and stable here. Beautiful. One more breath in. Inhale, lifting that right leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through. Inhale to lift. Right arm under. Hug or eagle arms. We open it up. Warrior two legs. Beautiful. Lift, straighten through that front leg. We start to fold forward. Release the hands, unravel. Beautiful. Halfway lift. Bend the back knee, straighten through the front leg. You can stay here in your ninja lunge or come down. Aim for your bind if that's accessible. Another breath or two here. A little bit of ankle stability. Pushing in, work your way forward. Tilt the body around to the front, elbow to knee or to the inside of your leg. Extend the top left arm out over your head. Take another breath or two here. Inhale, let's rise, flip, reverse. Windmill to the mat. That's it, stepping it forward. Take a halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift, last side here, hands to heart center. You take a moment if you need. My leggings don't want to stay up this morning. Inhale, lifting on up. Exhale to fold. First world problems, right? Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back. Right, left leg. I'm going to get it right, guys, right? Left, right. And stepping it back to that side plank, if that's accessible. Let's go. Lift that top leg. Release it down, high to low. That's it. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back through to down dog. Take another breath or two here. Settling in. Inhale, our left leg lifts up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Inhale, lifting on up, crescent lunge. We go left arm under right, drop the back heel, warrior one. We open out to warrior two. Beautiful, lift that front knee, pivot and fold. That's it, keep the breath going, nice and smooth and even. Release the hands to ankles, taking a halfway lift. Bend that back leg, straighten the front leg. Beautiful, you've got an option to come down and take your bind. That's it, if that's accessible. I know for me this feels super tough on my ankle stability. Put the hands to the floor when you're ready, pushing into that back leg. Straighten it on around. Side angle, extended variation. Beautiful, take another breath or two here. Inhale, rise, flip, reverse, and windmill all the way to the mat. Beautiful, lift the back heel, stepping it forward. Taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift. From here, keep those arms lifted. We come into a little balance pose here. So inhale, lifting up our right knee. That's it, the right knee is going to cross over the left knee. Hug the legs together. Right arm under left. Taking our eagle arms, our bind, or just a hug of the arms. So take your pick here. From here, little squat down, so bending into those legs. You can wrap the toes of that top leg around the calf of your standing leg if that's accessible. From here, inhale, lifting on back up. If you fall out, that's fine. Take a little tap of the toe. Cross that right ankle over the left knee, and we take a fold forward here. So take a little seat, figure four legs here. Take another breath or two here. And then when you're ready, inhale, lifting on up, hands to heart center. Take a moment here. We are going to come onto the other side. So, inhale, lifting on up. Lift that left leg up. Nice work. Cross it over. Hug the legs together. Cross the left arm under right. Beautiful. Sinking back down into your seat. Beautiful. Lift the arms, lift the hands away from your face. That's it. One more breath here. Inhale, lifting on up. Beautiful. Keep that cross of the arms if you can. Left ankle over right knee here. Take that fold forward into figure four legs. Beautiful. Take another breath or two here. Inhale, lifting on up and releasing. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting on up. Exhale to fold. Beautiful. Take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold, coming on all the way down to a seat. We have two more little poses before we finish off today, guys. So we're going to come into a cross-legged position. We're settling it down onto the mat a little bit here. So, cross-legged is your first option. If you want a little bit more, you can bring your heels up and around, so you can bring one knee over the top of the other knee, as long as you can keep both butt cheeks on the floor, and you're aiming eventually to be able to get your feet, if your hips permit, to get your feet around towards your hips. So, in this funky little cross-legged position. From here, if you've got a yoga mat strap or a towel or something like that, feel free to grab that. We're going to bring one hand up behind, the other hand is going to come around behind as well. I'm just going to grab my strap, guys. So keep that bind of your legs. So your legs are bound, and we're going to bring one arm up over the top, one hand round behind you. And you'll notice I'm using my strap to help open up through my chest. If it's accessible, you can start to fold forward a little bit, or you can just stay nice and upright. If both the bind of the arms and the legs is too much, you may choose to drop back to a cross-legged position. Beautiful. Take another couple of breaths here. Beautiful. Release the arms. Change the cross of the legs. So your legs are going to come into that opposite bind or opposite cross, depending on which way you're going. You may find the two sides feel different, so what was achievable on one side might not be on the other side, or this side might have more openness, depending on how your body's traveling. So, grabbing your strap if it's accessible, and we're going to come on around opposite bind of the arms. Wherever you are here, you want to be keeping both of your hips on the floor. So we don't want to be winging up through one side of the body. So keep your body, hips flat on the floor. So take another couple of breaths here. Beautiful, and slowly start to release here. Release your strap and gently lying your body back down onto the mat. So releasing it here, releasing all the way down. And we're going to come into a bridge pose. I'm going to offer you the option to do 2 of these today with 2 slightly different variations. So take the variation that works best for you. So coming on down, this first round we're going to have 2 variations. So feet onto the floor, pull the heels in as close to your body as we can, and then lifting on up, simply pushing into the feet, lifting the hips off the floor into a bridge pose. You've got an option to leave your hands where they are. If you want a little bit more, you can clasp your hands underneath your hips and lift up, squeeze the shoulders back. Take another couple of breaths here. When you're ready, slowly releasing down to the mat. Our second variation today is going to be a wheel pose. If you would like, you've got the option to stick with either of those 2 previous variations. If you don't know what a wheel pose is and you don't feel safe, I would recommend sticking with a bridge pose. But if you've got a strong yoga practice and you've learned how to do a wheel, you do have an option to come into that now. So, lifting on up into our second round of our bridge pose, pulling the shoulders under, cross the hands underneath the hips if you're going there. If you're going into a wheel pose, bring your hands around, popping your hands onto the floor by your ears, onto your mat, and we're going to push into the hands and legs and come on up. First of all, to our crown of our head. And just hold here if that's enough. If you're feeling super strong, you can push up a little bit further if that feels okay. Straightening out your arms. If not, tuck your chin in and dropping on down. Full wheel pose. Tuck your chin, come on down. And take a little moment, just windscreen wiper from side to side. We have gone a little bit over time, guys, so if you need to settle down into a Shavasana now and take a few deep breaths before you move on, that's great. If you've got a little bit more time, we are going to do a shoulder stand before we come into our Shavasana. So, if you've got the time, lifting the legs up in the air. This might be enough for you today, guys. If you've got feeling like you've got a little bit more, bring your elbows to the floor and we're slowly going to lift on up. Oh, not working so great for me today. My balance is feeling a bit off today, guys. So if you're going there, elbows onto the floor, hands come up ready to catch your hips. You're going to lift your hips up off the floor and pop your hips into your hands and support yourself there with your body lifted up towards the sky. Beautiful. Or just stay here with your legs up the wall, which is where I'm going to stay today. So I'd encourage you to honor your body and work with what works best for you. Take another couple of breaths here. When you're ready, slowly releasing down towards the floor and rolling on down. Nice control as you come down out of your shoulder stand. From here, hands come underneath your hips, stretch the legs out nice and long, and we're going to push the elbows into the floor, lifting the chest up, dropping the head back if that's accessible for our counter pose. Beautiful, couple more breaths here. And then slowly releasing down to the mat, releasing the body out nice and long, coming into our final pose, Shavasana. Bring the hands on out. Releasing the hands onto the floor. I'm going to take about 4 or 5 breaths here today, guys. If you've got time to rest for a little bit longer, I'd encourage you to do so. When you're ready, bring a little bit of movement back into the fingers and toes and slowly rolling over to your preferred side. And coming on back up to a comfortable seat. Obviously feel free if you want to rest there on your back a little bit longer, that is your option. Bring the hands to heart center. Bowing the head in gratitude to those who've shared the space and the practice with us this morning.